Welcome to another episode of the PowerPod, where joining me today I have Jambo from EagleAI. So welcome to the PowerPod, Jambo.
Thank you. Good to be here.
We have 20 questions to dive straight into about yourself and about your project. So let's get straight into it. In one sentence, what problem does your project solve?
We provide data clarity for traders or people looking to manage risk within the market, and AI-powered insights for where those prices may be going.
Great stuff. And what is your 30-second elevator pitch?
Okay, EagleAI Labs combines institutional-grade data feeds with industry-leading AI models to provide foresights on how the market may behave in the near future. Especially good for traders in retail or institution.
Absolutely. We've got a lot of those in Web3 as well, so fantastic stuff.
Definitely.
And how do you think your technology differs from competitors?
Well, a big differentiating factor of ours is the superior data feeds we use from CC Data, which is now acquired by CoinDesk. So it's higher quality, more reliable, more data sources, so more actionable data. And then we have real AI from neural network models built out by our partner FinTech Global Center. It's not just machine learning models that are trial and error, real AI that's learning and adapting and supervised by our team of data scientists who are experts in this field.
So this is deep neuron network learning then, not just your kind of standard models.
Not just your chat GPT models, no. This is the proper AI by FinTech Global Center, which I'd encourage people to look into. Real strong fintech architecture firm based out on Wall Street.
Perfect. And you mentioned Web 2, Web 3, you've mentioned institutions there. Who is your target demographic?
So it's quite wide and varied, actually. Our sort of goal, let's say, was to democratize access to the quality of tools. Institutions can quite happily, quite easily get resources together to get this really high quality data feed and high quality AI solutions. So we cater to them, absolutely. But our goal through the token, AI token, was to be able to also grant access to retail investors. Whether you're a large institution with billions of dollars to spend, or you're a retail investor with a few $100 to play with, you can have the same access and same quality of tools. So we've really got the whole range, but people who are trading or managing risk within their portfolio, that's sort of our target demographic, but we hit a wide range of people within that.
Love the equitable access angle that you've got there. I think that's a huge win for Web.
Absolutely. Big focus of ours from the start.
What is the biggest alpha you can share with us?
I don't want to get in trouble, but I'll maybe spill some stuff and we can talk about if it'll get me in trouble after. But so we've recently announced that we're doing a lot of Web3 consultancy for some projects. We haven't gone into too much detail on what they are, but it is now a revenue earning arm of the business that will fill the trade dividends pot. So a little hint as to what this might be. The new one we've been working with really closely and bringing on chain and helping to tokenize, etc. I'll give the hint of sustainability. Let's just say sustainability in the built environment to start with.
Great stuff. And I've had Jack on recently, and he was always a bit shaky about giving alpha as well. So
I'm not sure what could be said and not. We don't want to shoot ourselves in the foot too early. But let's just say Web3 consultancy is going very, very well and filling up the pot, and a real testament to us about sort of our execution and expertise in this area. So really, real confidence booster for us, actually.
Good stuff. And yeah, I mean, this trade dividends pot has a lot of layers to it, which is obviously fantastic. I definitely implore people to check that out.
Absolutely.
Now we're going to get on to the more juicier questions, a bit more personal about yourself, Jambo.
Okay.
What is the worst advice you've ever been given?
Worst advice? Well, let's say for my position I'm in right now and what I'm doing right now with EagleAI, I'd say the worst advice was to not quit my job and to stay where I was in the outback of Australia, actually helping to install weather stations in solar farms. I was told that's a good job, stay there and don't take this gamble, let's say. And I did not listen, and here we are. So that was bad advice.
Great stuff, and a good leap of faith as well. Definitely trusted your own judgment there. What is your favourite conspiracy theory that you don't actually believe?
The thing is, I'm crazy for conspiracy theory. I love loads of them. It's a bit of a use of my spare time. But one I've spent hours researching, looking into, and I've been on both sides, but I don't believe now, was the moon landing being faked. I believe they did go, actually. Now I've changed my mind many times, but I don't believe that one.
Yeah, there's a lot of data and information on that, isn't there? The way the winds blow in, the shadows on the flag.
Yeah, the photos with missing crosshairs and stuff, and yeah, I mean, a whole can of worms to it. But Thinking about it, I think they did go, and maybe some of the photos were slightly edited for dramatic effect, but I think they have been.
Fantastic. And which crypto influencer opinion do you value the most, excluding myself?
Excluding yourself. Oh, you were confident there. I remember Jack's response. A good mutual friend of ours, actually, who introduced us, Scott. I think he's handled with Scott's Crypto Warrior. Not just his opinion as a KOL, but in terms of a lot of the things we do, or I do within sort of my day-to-day operations and the projects. I very much value his opinion, and also, yeah, I feel I'm investing in stuff. We talk a lot, and he's been in the space, really immersed, really knowledgeable guy. Got sort of a sixth sense for a lot of things. Yeah, I'd say Scott I trust big time.
I think he's been in the space since 2015, 2016. Got a huge community himself. If people don't know Scott Crypto Warrior, do check him out on Twitter. He's a great guy. So, yeah, good call there. What is your go-to takeaway or fast food?
That is interesting. Takeaway. Recently, so this is a new one for me, but Wingstop they have here in the UAE. I think it's an American one, but I'm getting really into that. Big flavors, nice bits of chicken. But to be honest, I'm very much like to switch it up every time. I sort of like to just scroll the menu and explore something new. I quite like to take a punt. But Wingstop recently has been a bit of a go-to.
Nice. I'm going to follow that up with a secondary question. Wingstop or Nando's?
Thing is, two different things, right? I think anyway. If I'm getting chicken and rice, I'm going to Nando's. Get like a bit of a curry, mix up the flavors of sauce, get a bit of coleslaw in there, bit of olives on the side. But for Wingstop, that's more sitting at the couch, watching some Netflix, getting into some messy wings, and getting a bit sloppy with it all.
It's great stuff. If you had a clone, what would you have them do for you?
Interesting. Maybe this is a boring answer, but just the mundanes. I hate doing the laundry and the washing up. So, I mean, it wouldn't be a very pleasant life for my clone there, maybe, but they could do that stuff. Maybe drive me to work in the morning too, because the traffic here in Dubai is absolutely crazy, and I spill hours a day into just sitting in traffic. So yeah, I'll change the answer. So it would be my driver, my clone. Yes.
Nice, love it. What non-crypto app do you use the most?
Ooh, like on my phone? Probably a bit of a boring answer, but the truth is probably Spotify. It's always on in the background, Spotify. Just got sort of my light piano music when I'm writing and stuff, just to keep me focused with my sound cancelling headphones. Yeah, definitely Spotify is on almost all day, every day.
Good stuff. Are you a coffee drinker, energy drinker, or herbal tea?
I don't think I've ever had a herbal tea. I'm definitely a coffee drinker every morning, and about lunchtime too. My colleague Lee, who I work alongside with, his partner makes some brilliant cakes as well. So we often have a midday coffee and a cake. But yeah, definitely coffee all day long.
You've got an afternoon tea set up there. I love it.
Yes, absolutely.
Great stuff. And what do you do for fun?
Oof. Well, for fun, I mean, I like to go to the gym occasionally, although recently it's been a bit poor for me, to be honest. My favorite thing to do, so I used to train a lot of Muay Thai, although recently I've been very out of shape and very not doing that. But I think my favorite thing after a long day to sort of have fun and let loose is just get onto the bag and just sort of freestyle rounds, just punching, kicking, letting out some pent out rage, perhaps. So that's sort of my therapy and fun all at once.
I think that's good. Letting out that energy. It definitely needs to go as well. So if you're not going to the gym, you need some sort of release.
Yeah, exactly.
Good stuff. What's your favourite movie of all time?
You've tickled my sweet spot now. I'm big into my movies, I really enjoy that side of things, like visual storytelling. Now I've said that, I'm probably going to say a terrible movie. Let me think. Oh, I don't know, Let me think of a favourite recent movie to make it a little bit easier. Guy Ritchie did The Gentleman. He did a series of it as well. Absolutely loved it. Wicked soundtrack, cool like gangstery themes in England where I'm from, and yeah, just real cross vibes with like the sophisticated English side and the more rough and ready English side with some really cool storytelling. So yeah, really liked that film.
Yeah, that's even the TV show. It's a great balance of comedy and the kind of the gangster
Exactly. Yeah.
related content that we like.
A little bit of like a little bit of music video in there, even at some point.
Absolutely.
Really cool.
I'm still waiting for people to start reeling off the classics, the Rockies, the Stallone Schwarzenegger films. We haven't seen any of those.
I feel like that's too broad of a question, right? To just like all those classics, brilliant, but to think of just one, that's too hard. I couldn't do it. I'm also a big original Star Wars fan. Episode 4, great movie, and Episode 5 and Episode 6, brilliant movies. Yeah, I'm a bit of a nerd in that respect for Star Wars too.
They're the good originals. It's gone a bit sideways from there, I think.
Yeah, a bit too wacky.
What is your most unpopular opinion about the crypto space?
I might be saying the same thing as Jack here. I don't know because this rings a bell, but we're close friends as well as colleagues. But meme coins, uh, toxic are the worst thing to happen to the space. I mean, they're fun and they have their place. I don't hate on them per se, but I just think it brings a lot of bad press to the space and people losing money and then giving up on crypto, putting it all in the same basket as if nothing can be achieved from it and it's just a gamble on something silly. So I think, yeah, that's memes have maybe ruined the space, is my unpopular opinion, perhaps.
I think that's fair. And who is your dream collaboration, person or company? And it doesn't have to be crypto related.
So collaboration for the project, I assume, right? But it doesn't have to be crypto related.
Either way, it can be EagleAI or it can just be yourself.
Okay, well, let me throw a couple, if that's okay.
Yeah,
So
sure.
dream collaboration. I mean, I would love to see EagleAI Labs predictive AI be used by the likes of Bloomberg or something. These massive data users and vendors. I think that would be like the pinnacle of what we could achieve, or maybe will even come up as a close competitor, but something like that would be a real cool dream. And then I'll go the other side of the coin in terms of not crypto or not really so much to do with the business, a bit more fun. A lot of our sponsors that we do is to do around sports, sort of idea that precision and timing matches both sporty things and within the market. So I'd really like to see like an EagleAI / Red Bull cross where we got some mountain bikers and skydivers doing some cool promotional videos for us. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, Red Bull are really good with their promotions as well around sports. So I think that's a
so
great
cool.
shout.
I just love watching those videos. So cool.
Great stuff. And what talent do you wish you had?
Ooh, there's probably loads of them to be honest, but I've always thought I'd like to be more musical, be able to play an instrument. I had a bit of a go on the drums when lockdown really came in, but I think the piano, I really would love to be able to play the piano because then I think that gives you a good idea of music theory too. It's a good starting point.
A lot of people in Web3 want to be more musical. I don't know if it's because they come from financial backgrounds or they just don't feel they're that creative. But yeah, music's the top answer.
Really? Wow. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think it's one everyone can admire, right? And it's super cool talent.
I think so.
No, not very musically minded, I'm afraid.
What sports do you watch, if any? And do you have a favourite team?
I do. Well, I don't really watch team sports so much, to be honest. I like combat sport quite a lot, so I watch the UFC. Like I say, I'm really into Muay Thai and kickboxing, but particularly Muay Thai, actually. So I watch the One Championship a fair bit. I could tell you my favourite fighter, perhaps, in Muay Thai. Butcher his name, though. He's a Thai fellow. Rod Tang's his first name. Won't even attempt his last name. But he's a brilliant fighter, top of his game at the moment. Smaller guy, but just powerful and scary and quick and yeah, just excellent fighter. Great to watch.
Great stuff. And let's talk bucket list. What's the number one thing that you want to tick off?
Number one. So we're talking personal life, are we? Okay. So well, I'll tie it back to one of your other questions about conspiracy theories. So I've got a real interest in the pyramids of Egypt. So really high on my bucket list to visit the pyramids, visit all the sort of ancient sites within Egypt. So yeah, I put that very high at the moment.
That'd be pretty cool. And yeah, a lot of conspiracy theories there as well. So
well, yes, we could talk all day on that.
Great stuff. And final thoughts or quote for the day?
Yeah, let's share my thoughts on the overall market, perhaps. I think it's a very bleak time, particularly right now, as we all know. A lot of downward price movement as well as just a lot of uncertainty, which is always unsettling. But in terms of crypto, I still hold my full belief that decentralization is solving a tangible issue in the world. I believe the top currencies we see today will be major players in global finance within the next few years. So I would just encourage everybody to not lose the beliefs you've held for a long time because of some shaky market movements and uncertain politics. Stay strong in your beliefs. If it's getting too much, do something else and keep building and keep on holding.
Fantastic. Yeah, great balance to finish there that, everything continues in the real world. So keep the belief. Absolutely. And just keep yourself ticking over. It's been fantastic having you on today, Jambo. So on behalf of myself, this is the PowerPod. This has been Jambo and EagleAI, so please do check them out on Twitter. Check them out on the YouTube as well when the video goes live, and we'll catch everybody in the next episode. Thank you.
Thanks.
If you liked today's episode, please do drop a like and subscribe, and make sure that you share it with your wider community. We also have a fantastic range of sign-up offers to centralized exchanges where you can get fantastic offers and bonuses for signing up via the links that we provide in the description below. In addition to this, all of the revenue that we make from our affiliate links will be going directly back to the Decrypting community. So we are redistributing the way that wealth is shared and generated across the Web3 space. You will be doing some social good, and we'll be adding a lot of value to people that are looking to engage with safe centralized exchanges that are offering those unique sign-up bonuses. We will see you in the next episode.